Welcome to a world where Shailene Woodley plays Triss, one of the few people who isn't a complete douchebag. Let's talk about it. Insurgent stars Shailene Woodley, Theo James, Kate Winslet, and Miles Teller. So guys, I was actually a pretty big fan of Divergent. I'm not a huge young adult genre fan, but Divergent I thought was probably the best of them. I even liked it better than Hunger Games. I thought it had an interesting plot with a faction idea, and I thought Shailene Woodley played the part really well. So Insurgent picks up pretty much where Divergent left off. Triss and Four, they're on the run after what happened at the end of Divergent. They're holed up in this little community called Amity, and Janine, played by Kate Winslet, is hell-bent on tracking them down. Guys, this movie is just not near as good as Divergent. And Divergent is only an okay movie, but this makes Divergent look really, really good. First, I'll tell you what I liked about it. Shailene Woodley is a really good actress. I have to give her that. She can whip up tears probably better than most actresses today. And she's very convincing, she's very believable, and she's probably the only character in this movie that you actually give a damn about. Also, the special effects are actually really well done, and the last 30 minutes do pick up and you are interested in what's going on somewhat. Only because of Shailene Woodley though. She sells it. Outside of that, guys, this movie is just not good. There are a lot of problems with the plot, and a lot of times you're just kind of wondering what are the motivations of these people. I don't really get Janine, Kate Winslet's character, and why she is so hell-bent on finding and killing the Divergents. And they probably could have fleshed that out in the first movie too. That was one of the weak points I didn't like about the first movie either. And because of that, it's kind of hard to just buy into this world, to be honest. And I think the biggest thing that tears this movie down are the characters. And they're not just forgettable characters. You got assholes, douchebag, bitches, pretty much a whole smorgasbord of characters that you just hate. First of all, Jai Courtney, he seems like he is the go-to guy lately to either play a complete asshole or just an all-around uninteresting character. And he's not a bad actor, but I think there's just something missing there about him. There's like no charisma whatsoever. If you want to watch something good with Jai Courtney, I would recommend Spartacus. He was really good as Varro in that show. Outside of that though, I haven't seen a single movie with Jai Courtney that I've been interested in. Miles Teller kind of plays the Judas of this movie, and he's probably the only other character besides Shailene Woodley that does a pretty good job, even though he is kind of a character that you're not really sure which way he's going to turn. But he plays that pretty well, especially around the end of the movie. And the third thing I just didn't like about Insurgent was it felt like it just dragged on too long. And it kind of borrowed elements from other movies that are a lot better, like The Fifth Element and The Matrix, whereas Triss is supposed to be kind of the one, kind of like Neo. In the end, guys, I'm going to cut this short and sweet and say, unless you're just a huge fan of the Divergent series, you're just not going to like this, so don't waste your time. I'm going to give this 2 hours lost. Guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you thought of Insurgent, and Humdrum out.